And good morning, or good afternoon, whichever I'm into at this point. I've been working most of the day, so I'm pooped. But I figured I'd do a short video, or however long this video ends up being. So anyway, you will notice something interesting about my daily driver. It used to have a blue front end, and it now has I guess that's a cream color or tan or whatever the heck Volkswagen calls it. I was driving home the other evening, let's see, 2 nights ago, and I hit one deer before with this front end and it kind of wonkied it a little bit. Well, this deer managed to finish the job. I caught it with the driver's side again. That's why I'm missing the signal light. I got a brand new signal light to replace the one the other deer broke. And now, sadly, this deer took out not only the signal light, but I saw the headlight flying across the road as I ran over it. Unfortunately, this one did not bounce off and get up and laugh and run away. This one I actually ran over. I don't know. I just kept going because I had frozen food in the car and I just didn't feel like messing with it. But I have a feeling I got it good. I don't know. I don't think this one got up and laughed and ran away. Like I said, I actually felt it go under my front tire. So, well, anyway, now I have a tan front end to match my red rear end. I know, not a match. My car, I was thinking I'd like to have the front end white so the car would be red, white, and blue, but that didn't quite work out, you know. So it's red, blue, and cream. So, yeah, I started that yesterday morning. I took the blue front end off, and this is what's left of the blue bumper. Doesn't look bad, but I found out that this blue bumper had been hit once before and they did a bunch of body work to it, and when the deer hit it, it knocked some of the body work off, but there's more body work. And unfortunately, the first deer did the damage to the bolt holes on the top. Actually, it was funny, there was a big dent right in there where the signal light went. That's why the signal light went. Actually banged it out with a hammer and it came out, but unfortunately, because of the fact that the top got ripped off and it was just, like I said, the body work came off, so basically the bumper is no longer totally blue. What I'll probably end up doing is taking, and I don't think that bumper was blue in the first place. I have a feeling it was probably cream color, because the underpaint is where it wasn't painted is cream. And actually, I think no, the inside's blue too. I don't know. I have a feeling this bumper was not blue originally. I have a feeling they found this somewhere and painted it blue, but that's what's left of my front bumper. So yeah, I can't find that paint in a hardware store. So the other reason why is because, see where that's where the tow hook goes, right through that hole there. Now normally if that bumper was blue, that would be blue also, and as you can see, that's not blue. So that's the other reason why I'm suspicious that this bumper was not blue. Anyway, I was going to quit after I got done making my front end tan. I didn't test anything. I'm hoping the headlights work and everything. I actually popped both headlights out because unfortunately to change the clip on this thing, you have to remove the whole front end anyway to replace, or the whole rear end as the case may be, to replace anything on this car. So the front all had to come off, so I said screw it. While I had the front off, I figured I'd make it all tan, because the fenders actually survived pretty good on the accident. So the blue fenders are good, but so are the back blue fenders, and I sold the back blue bumper, so I sort of like, I always like to do things in match sets. So anyway, to walk over here, I don't know, I've got ambitious this morning. I actually wire wheeled the whole back end of this down, and I got it all painted. Yay! So now I gotta wait for the paint to dry. Hopefully it won't rain. I'm gonna leave the car open to let the paint cure. The back part where I painted all dried up real nicely, so that's all done. And right there where that plastic is where the fuel pump is in the car. And didn't want to paint that, so I stuck a whole bunch of plastic in there and painted around it. But the back came out very, very excellent. I'm very happy with that. You'll never see it because once I put the bed in and the rails, that's all going to get covered by the bed and the rails. But it's nice to know that it looks pretty underneath there. I still got to do the rails. So basically, I got 3 things left. I got the 2 side rails and the gate. And the back gate's going to be the hardest part of the whole job. The bed is done pretty much, and the partition between the driver's compartment and the truck bed are all done, so for the most part. And of course I still got to figure out the wiring, and that's going to happen once I get everything back together and painted. So you want to run the wires. I don't know if you can see it very well, but yeah, there it is. That's where I want to run the wiring through. I got those 2 pieces cut out. There was pieces in there, so I had to cut those out to get the to be able to run the wires through. So that's done, and I'm still working on some details, but basically everything's painted and ready to go. Now I can finish the project. I can run the wires through, because I got to run the wires through before I run the side rails through, and of course I got to do the caps for the thing, because like the top drops down too far. There's supposed to be a stop here for it to make sure it doesn't come down that far, and hopefully once I get everything figured out, I'll have that so it doesn't drop down. I was going to say I'd show you my car, but my top's up, so that'll help. I'm figuring everything out. It's coming along nicely. I would have had more done today if I hadn't had to play with the deer damage. I'm going to put the grills in. Well, I take that back. I'm going to put 2 of the grills in. Unfortunately, the one grill I don't have is the driver's side grill, because when the deer took out the grill on this car, this thing had fog lights on it, and I'm going to take the fog lights out because I only got one fog. I've only had one fog light with this car since I've had it, and no sense having one fog light. So basically I'm going to put, the darn grills are 75 bucks a piece. For that little piece, it's $75. I've got that grill on the left. I got the middle grill. Well, the middle grill off of this car broke the tab. You see those holes there? That's where the tabs go through. It broke like 5 or 6 tabs, but I could glue those back on. But I have another grill, so for now I'm just going to put that grill in the middle grill. If I get $75, I have nothing better to do with, I'll buy that grill, or just keep my fingers crossed and hope I get another grill come in, because believe it or not, I got that grill for free off of the red convertible, and the one that's sitting in back of me. I got the grill off of that car. Now I don't. It's weird that what survived on that car and what didn't survive. It got hit on the passenger side, But the passenger side grill survived, and the driver's side grill didn't, because it pushed the car over onto the driver's side wheel. So that car had weird damage on it. I still don't know how. They must got hit hard on the driver's side, on the passenger side, to cause the driver's side wheel to tuck under the way it did. But it did a whole bunch of damage on the driver's side from that. But the driver's side fender survived, and the driver's side headlight survived. But the driver's side grille did not. And the bumper, of course, did not. So, accidents are weird on what it leaves and what it doesn't. So, what a pain. I got to get this thing done, because that guy said he's going to call me up as soon as he gets all his other work done. And if I don't have this thing ready to roll down there, it's going to be hard to take it down and have him do the metal work if I don't have the car together and back on the road. Well, won't be back on the road. What I did is I borrowed the plate from my other car and throw it on there to drive it. I haven't actually registered it yet, which I probably should. It's just that I don't have the money to pay for 2 cars being on the road. They charge me a lot. It's funny, I can only drive 1, but they charge me whole bunches of money to have 2. So, that's the way it works, you know. They just get what they can out of you. My insurance was cheaper up in New York. I don't get it. You would think that insurance would be cheaper in South Carolina, but it's not. Oh, my poor baby. You know, I've been here I'm into my 3rd year here. I never hit a deer for like the first 2 years I was here. Now I'm into my 3rd year, and I've hit 2 deers in the space of a couple of months. I'm like, I can't believe it, how bad my luck is. It's like, I just can't win. I'm like, if I hit another deer with this car, I'm going to be really upset, because unfortunately the last deer, you may not be able to tell, but it did actually push this side of the car in a little bit. So not too much, but it pushed it in about 1 inch. And I'm kind of like, it's not good, because there's not a lot of space in the engine compartment as it is. And when you push the front back, you just sort of squish the motor in a little bit more. Luckily it doesn't seem to have done any damage to the motor, but that piece laying on the ground, that used to be part of the convertible. It pushed this whole front bumper back and kind of damaged. I had to mess around with the bucket, no less, for the headlight, because it actually damaged the bucket. I kind of should have figured that, because when the whole headlight assembly ended up on the ground. Alright, I'm going to end this. I'm going to take a shower, then I'll upload this video, and I'll do my crying later. I'm already doing my crying on my poor baby. This car just has gotten a target in it since for some reason over the last short amount of time. So thanks so much for watching, and wish me luck. I'm still hoping to get that thing. I still got to customize the fenders and the bumper, the back end, because of the fact that I widened out the back end. I'm thinking of taking the bumper and fenders off of that blue bug over there and using that for the modifications also. That way I can cut up 2 sets of bumpers and fenders. That might be that's just extra work though. Okay, thanks so much. Bye.